Hello, hello. Hi, Pam. Hi, Trina. Hi, Jess. Hey, Donna. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Marcy. I didn't see who popped on before that. Hi, Rhonda. I'm surprised y'all are back again tonight. Are you not tired? This is the third live in a row this week. Are you not tired of me? You'd be like, Mrs. Tracy, I love you, but I can't watch you again. Hi, Kathy. You're spoiled. I love Personal Picasso Week. It lets me get all the stuff out of my system. You know what I'm talking about. Pam says nope. Hey Pam, thanks for your interest in Beetlebox. I don't know if you checked your message or not, but I sent you the link to sign up for. I keep saying Beetlebox. It's gonna take me a little bit to get to Nail Art Toolbox. Pam's thinking about becoming a new member over at Nail Art Toolbox. Y'all know she gonna love it. Y'all know she will. You're finally able to catch a live, yay! I forgot to put my microphone on. Can y'all hear okay? I know the YouTube, when I played back from YouTube last night, it was a little echoey, and I completely forgot to put my mic on. Y'all let me know how the sound is. If not, I can stop the live and go get it and re-hook it up. It sounds okay. You know, my studio downstairs, even though we're downstairs, we still have 9-foot ceilings down here, or 8 3/4, somewhere right at that. And because it's all hardwood and these tall ceilings, it's very echoey. I even went and put a heavier rug on the floor in my office, and it's still a little bit echoey. We'll make it. We'll make it. All right. Tonight, y'all got something to drink? Have you got your coffee or something to drink? I'm drinking. I'm going to drink this while we have our live. Have y'all had these? Oh, Lord. The only place I can find it is Target, and they have 3 flavors at Target, and they're often sold out of all 3. This one is probably one of my favorites. It only has 10 calories in it. The pomegranate one is fantastic. It has, I think it's maybe 30 calories. And then there's one that has about 100 calories in it. I stay away from that one, but I'm gonna have this tonight. This helps me get my water in because I don't like plain water. Anybody with me on that? Oh, that's good. It tastes like a carbonated dreamsicle that's a little bit on the sour side. Hi, Jamie. How you doing, boo? Okay. Y'all, this is not tonight's class, but look what I'm working on here. These are a work in progress. Oh, girl, these are Russian almonds. Little purple, a little peach. Aren't those pretty? They're going to be beautiful. Yes, Lord. Okay, tonight, the product I'm going to highlight tonight is Gemstone Gel. Gemstone Gel is underrated. She does not get enough time in the sun, honey. I am going to use Sapphire, Amethyst, and Jade. These are all in the Personal Picasso sale. Buy one, get one half. Now look here, I got a little piece of pressing seal up underneath there. This is how I like to store mine. Typically all pot gels will leak on you, but if you put that little piece of pressing seal and stretch it like a trampoline over the top of that, it doesn't go anywhere. So let's see, wait, I need some white. We'll use that too. We're gonna make a beautiful, beautiful nail tonight. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. We're going to take just a little bit of each of these and put on our palette. Jade is on your nails. So let me talk to you about Gemstone Gel. Gemstone gel is in the category of hyperpigmented gels. Your gel polishes are micropigments, meaning the pigments in those are not quite as tiny as what they are in these. Right now, we have 3 kinds of pigment on the scene. We've got micro, which would be gel polish. Gel polish levels really nicely, typically don't have any trouble curing that. Then we have hyperpigments, which are these, which means the pigment to clear gel ratio is stronger, okay? In gel polish, the pigment to clear gel ratio means there is, there's a lot of that clear gel in there mixed in with those liquid pigments for that gel polish to float around in. There's not as much clear gel in this as there is gel polish. You see, she's kind of keeping her shape there. And then our other class of pigments is nano pigments, and that's what's in the one-stroke paints. One-stroke paints have very little of that liquefied clear gel base in it. Like your gel polish would have. They're not all in the same class. So this is a good middle of the road. And this is one of those gel paints. You can wear this all over like a gel polish if you put it on with the right brush. Or you can use this for your nail art. You can stamp and color in your stamping with this. You can do line work. You can paint cartoon characters. This is that signature gel paint that everybody should have a signature set of gel paint in their studio. Okay, so now we have amethyst, sapphire, and jade. We're also going to put a little bit of white on here. The pigments are just fabulous in this. Hi, Tammy, and hi, Bryn. Thank you. When will Liquescence creams, are you come back in stock? Do you mean the neon ones? Hopefully soon, PJ. Yeah, I would like to say by next week. Hopefully soon. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. If you were waiting on your watercolor palette to go out from New Year's Eve Nail Art Retreat, those have all shipped. You should have gotten shipping notifications on those. Yay! You're late. It's okay, Janice. We're highlighting gemstone gel tonight. Okay, in my lamp, I already have, let me show you what I got on these. I used this the other night in a live and I loved it. This is Whisper Gloss. It has just a tiny bit of a tacky layer to it. Now, one of the properties I love, 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 love about gemstone gel is it not only cures tack-free, it cures very, very glossy, very shiny. It cures ready to hold all of your chrome. So watch what we're going to do with these now. The little brush, let's see. Let me get my gel brush real quick here. Let me get her. Sculpting brush is what I want to use. Whoops, wrong lid. Hold on, hold on. Lord. There we go. Got the wrong tops on them. This is the sculpting brush. Let me make sure she's nice and clean. And she is. And here's the way I want you to apply this. I want you to apply this like you just got your eyes dilated, honey, and you can't see a thing. That's how I want you to put it on. And I'm going to grab a little bit of a top coat. I meant to do that first. Hold on. Hold on. Little bit of clear top coat here. This has to have that organic, irregular feel to it. We're going to take this top coat and we're going to thin down the gel paint because we kind of want it to go on like a glaze. So there and there. Oh, I'll do 2 spots on that one. Stay in the same color. Do all the same color at once. This is so easy to do on a human's nail. Again, you're going to apply that like you can't see anything. Yes, the full set of these are not available. We don't have enough of 1 or 2 colors to make a full set. Like, we are completely sold out of a couple of colors. Let's see. I have a nail stand that's not so sticky here. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get us a piece of tape. Here we go, GGO. This is the Gorilla Glue double-sided tape. That's what I actually use on my little nail tip stand. There we go. Now we're nice and sticky. So we just pick up where we left off. A couple, 2 or 3 areas that you can put these colors on. So there's our purple. I'm going to rinse out my brush with a little alcohol. It doesn't have to be perfectly clean. And now we take the clear top coat, go back into the blue. This is the sapphire. This sapphire is beautiful. I like to lay my sapphire at the edge of my purple. Like that. I do too, Janice, but you know what? I push my luck on these tip holders, honey. Yeah, I use them till they can't be used anymore. You hear a puppy? Yes, they hear me talking. Look, they'll lay and sleep till day's end, honey, until they hear me talking. They think I'm talking to them. Okay, there's the sapphire. Now we're going to do the same thing with jade. And any place that's left white, we're going to fill in with the jade. Again, I'm just blobbing it on, just like that. Look, I put them puppies in their little crate right outside my suite when I go live, because they can get into a whole lot, honey. I'm gonna have to start taking them upstairs and letting them go in their little crate upstairs while I'm live. It's for their safety, you know. Oh, you thought it was your dryer? No, 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 no. Okay, now we're going to clean out that brush. Now watch. Because we've mixed that top coat with the gemstone gels, they're kind of sort of starting to melt into each other. So now with a clean brush, lightly, lightly, lightly right over top. Just like that. It's pretty just like this, you know, before you do anything else to it. Super light touch. You just learned something new? Girl, just wait. Just wait. Now, if your brush starts to get gunked up, I'll kind of do a little dry wipe on a paper towel of that. Don't put it back in acetone or any type of fluid. All right. This is tie-dye, not tie-dye. Isn't it beautiful, Rhonda? Girl, easy to do on a human. This is beautiful on big toenails. This would, oopsie, I touched it. This will work on your opposite hand if you do your own nails and you right-handed. When it comes to doing that right hand, honey, it always looks bad. This is a really pretty technique for that. Let's put this in cure. Do not undercure this for, let's go for 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Now already on my, where'd my little sponge go? I'm gonna take this off of here. I was working on, oh, here it is. I've got a couple shades of purple already in this sponge. I was working on these earlier. I'm gonna use what's in here, but I'm gonna put a little bit of this purple. Go ahead and put that in the sponge with it. So it might not be the exact match, just so you know. That's got some other colors purple. I don't want to throw my sponge away because I just got her out. So we're going to get this ready. And you can totally omit this part if you would like. While that's in the cooker, I'm going to use 2 shades of chrome. Sleigh Ride. She's this kind of bluish. It has a yellow tint to it also. And then Deck Your Claws is a more of like a pinky purple, where this is more blue. Get us a couple little chrome applicators here. Now, this gel paint, we've already said, cures to a tack-free finish. It cures to a very shiny, delicate, just really, really beautiful finish. If you're going to chrome this, you do not need outshine. You chrome right on top of it. Everybody following me? Yeah, I love it too, Lisa. How you feeling, girl? How's the shoulder? Alrighty. First things up, I want to take the purple one. Where I have placed the purple gel, you're going to place your purple chrome. Lord, I got a giant fuzzy. Hold on, let me get another one of these. I don't want to fight with that fuzz. So purple, purple, purple. You see the 3 areas I popped that on? Now turn that sponge over, go into this one, and you're going to fill in everywhere else with that one. And then just burnish it all together. Girl, quit. Oh, honey. Great. Let's move on. So we're using 4 of these gemstone gels tonight. If you don't have these, at least get this 4 while they're in the sale, and you can recreate this look. This would be pretty for beach weather. This would be pretty with winter trees on it. You could totally use this as a snowflake look. If you are able to get like some of the reds and pinks, you can repeat this look for Valentine's Day. You can use purple, red, and pink together. Oh, girl, that would be beautiful. Be beautiful. We have very limited stock on these chrome powders. Look here. And let's keep going. Again, put your purple one on first. And now put your blue. These two chrome powders are Sleigh Ride and Deck Your Claws. Sleigh Ride and Deck Your Claws. Okay, let's look at these side by side. You could stop right here. You totally would not have to do another thing to that. Those of you that do press-on nails, let me tell you, I stay on the Etsy researching and seeing what press-on nails are out there just to make sure my artwork is staying current within the industry. There's nothing like that. There's none like this whatsoever. None. And look how quick we did that. Megan, girl, put these on some nails. Okay. Next up, that little sponge I prepared. Before I metallic glaze these, I want to do, no, I don't. Not yet. Not yet. I'm getting ahead of myself here. This is all written down in my brain. This was in a Beetle box not long ago. Does somebody remember the name of this? I have the little tail end of the foil that was left, and I do not remember. I want to say Magic Mirror, but I don't think that was it. Because I have the last end piece. That's all we got, boo. That's all we got. Mm-hmm. Let's get a little foil gel. Now, not to worry, we're going to metallic glaze this, but I'm trying to get all the layers on first. We are not going to foil gel this all over. We're going to take most of that foil gel off the wand, and I am lightly just going to dry brush where I want little bits and pieces of foil. Just little bits and pieces. This one I'm going to kind of take up that way. Foil gel is so super sticky, not to worry, it helps you chrome stay on anyway. So just a little bit there. I don't know, can you see how lightly I'm putting that on? And I'm putting it on so thin, I really don't have to worry about bulking up my nail. All right, as thin as that is, that's only going to need 60 seconds in the light. And I'm going to use this little leftover foil that I can't remember the name of on that. But we're going to distress this foil first. We don't want this full pattern to come off on there. We don't want to cover up what we've just done. So take your foil, wad it up in a little ball, squish it, smush it, pound it down, unwrap it, and then on the back of it, you'll see what's happened. See there? All those little creases. So now it won't come off in one single piece. Typically, we would want that if we're doing all over foil, but we're not. We are not. Oh, Lord, I was playing around with some foil and chrome today. Girl. It's at the office. I don't have it here, but I got to do a live with this because it is spectacular. It's spectacular. Almost done. 20 seconds left. Thank y'all for showing up and joining me tonight. It's a Tuesday night, and look at all of y'all over here. Just showing the Queen Ladybug some love. Lord. And look, I happened to mention on my New Year's Eve live that my favorite skinny syrup was Love Potion, and 2 of y'all have sent me a bottle. I now have 2 bottles. Y'all got to quit that. You didn't have to do that. And I didn't say it for you to send it to me. I hope y'all know that. Yes, you are spoiling me. Look here. So we want just a little itty bitty teeny tiny bit of that foil on there. And this is a way to do it because you won't get that full coverage. It's just a little bit. Look, look, look. And with the chrome, girl, stop, Mindy, don't I know it? Your clients would love this. You know, the whole reason we use gel paint for something like this instead of gel polish is this gel paint is thinner. It's more pigmented and it's thinner, so the nail doesn't get bulky with these artistic layers that we're putting on. So don't try and do this with gel polish, because you're going to have a big old bulky nail and you'll be like, oh, Miss Tracy done me wrong. You can totally omit that little frame if you would like. I'm not gonna, because I think it really sets off this press-on nail. But I'm just doing a super light one. But if I were doing this on a human, I'd probably omit it. I'd probably just leave it off. Yes, girl, we're highlighting the gemstone gel paints tonight that are in the personal Picasso sale. And don't y'all get spoiled and want me to go live every night, honey. Lord. Look how beautiful. Girls, stop it. Let's cure. And then we can metallic glaze. And now by waiting to put our metallic glaze on at this point, we're going to seal up the chrome, we're going to seal up the foil, and we're going to seal up the window that we just sponged on. Marcy, don't I know it, girl? They're beautiful. I sure enough do know it. Okay, we're just curing that gel paint and getting ready to make a TikTok on these. Look here. This is embroidered florals. I think I taught this on a live one time. The texture is exquisite on these. Thank you, Jennifer. And my TikTok these, honey. Thank y'all to everybody who watched my YouTube last night when we painted our little heart watercolor. And several of y'all have grabbed the pattern today. Thank you. All right, here we go. Metallic glaze in the old bottle. And now we're going to seal all of this up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And look, the foil gel was so thin. Look at that light line over that metallic glaze. It's just gorgeous. You could use gold leafing in place of the foil. What else could you use? Candy chrome. Candy chrome would be beautiful there. Anything metallic, you know, that you've got. Northern Lights, oh yeah. Foil was an option where I could keep the nails super thin. And you know, that's even important for your press-on nails. You don't want bulky press-on nails that have that bolus of product at the back. I've had these nails that I am wearing are from some of our colored press-ons, and I'm closing in on 2 weeks of having these on. I might do Sunday Night Live and actually change my nails during the live so you can see how I get 2 weeks worth of wear out of a press-on nail. Okay, now we cure. While that is going, let's bring back in our little gel paints here. And I am wearing the short Squoval, by the way. I just put the dark green ones on, and then I chose one of our gel polishes that I put over top it. See you, Lisa. Bye-bye. You would like that? You would like it? Oh, wait. A lot of y'all are saying yes. Okay. To the press on nail application, right? Okay. All right, I got 3D brush. This is my gel 3D brush. You see how I keep her to a point? I always leave a little bit of clear gel in there. So when you're done using that, of course this is not clear, but you would want to put your brush and your clear gel after you've cleaned it. Give me a little paper towel here. And then I just kind of push it flat and then bring her back to that little point right there. We're gonna go in this white gel paint. This is, oh, she's just white. I didn't know if she had a different name. White. This white is really good for French tips, by the way. Now we're gonna start our floral. We're gonna go out here and we're just gonna press and pull that stroke in, and you should see brush marks. If you don't see brush marks, that means you've got too much paint on your brush. You should feel a little pull against your metallic glaze that you've got on here. And when I let up on that pressure, the stroke automatically gets lighter. So I press real heavy to start, and then I just let that pressure up. Girl, quit. Look at there. Look at there. And let's cure her. All of these gel paints are perfect for colored French as well. But if you need a really good white for French tips, you go want this. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this, but we're going to mirror it. Mirror means that we're going to flip it the opposite direction. Why did I pick this over the petal brush? Because of the shape of petal I'm doing. The petal brush makes it really, really narrow in the center. And so if I had used petal brush, my petals would not have touched each other. I want this to look more like a daisy petal rather than the tailored petal that the petal brush uses. The way it applies. Because what I'm doing, I'm pressing and then I'm twisting that brush. So I'm going to press again, press, and then twist that brush in my finger, twist, and pull up a little. Yeah, I just want a wider petal. You could use the petal brush if you wanted. If that's easier for you, go right ahead, sister. All right, we got 5 petals there. I'll put this first layer on. These ones I'm going to do back here. Press. Look, before there was a petal brush, this is what we used, or what I used. I can't say we because I can't speak for other people. And old habits are hard to break, and I still love to go back to this brush. Just define that just a little bit more. Didn't quite have enough gel on my brush for those ones. Okay. The name of the brush is the Mini 3D brush. Mini 3D brush. Now, when these come out of the lamp, we're going to go right back into here. I want to use one of these darker colors. I'm going to use, I was going to say purple, but no, I'm going to mix these. I'm going to make a whole new color. A little bit of amethyst, a little bit of sapphire. There we go. And a little bit of top coat, because I used my top coat to clean that brush with. Now right in here where you're already seeing that shadow, I'm going to lay this down right there. Just a little bit. Oopsie. Same thing here on the opposite. Little tiny bit. And same thing up here. Little tiny bit. Okay, go into that top coat. I just dry wiped my brush, so you can see there's still some product in my brush, and that's okay. Now we're gonna feather. We're gonna pull this down, pull, 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 pull. It's kind of like that. Now turn the brush sideways where you have the knife edge. And feather, feather, feather. We're not done yet. I'm gonna come back to that. I got so much product in my brush here. I'm gonna try to use a little bit of that here. Oh, that feather was perfect. Look at that, girl. And now we're gonna feather this one. Feather, feather. Again, I've got a little bit of that top coat in my brush just to kind of help make this pliable. And now I'm going to clean out my brush with some acetone and dry wipe it. And once I've dry wiped it, I have a clean brush that I can pull back and feather that even more. I don't want the tips of my petals to be tinted. I want those to stay fairly light. Look there. Same thing here. And one more. This is a spectacular nail, isn't it? It's very, very pretty. Okay, let's lift off some of that color. There we go. And now let's cure this. And we're going to go with a second layer. That only needs 30 seconds because we have greatly thinned down that paint. Give it just a second. Y'all have any questions? So this year, our releases, typically our product releases have been spring, summer, fall, and winter. It just happened that way, so we just followed suit, and we're not going to do that this year. We're going to do a combination of a spring, summer release, and then a combination of a fall, winter release. Reason being is I feel like I always put a lot of thought behind our product, but with that many releases, like these little ladies they don't get their time in the sun. I feel like the product releases and then something sells out or whatever the case might be. I'm a born trainer, okay? So while I love having new product for you guys, I want to be able to train you how to use it more than one way. And that's what this personal Picasso is doing. It's allowing us to spend quality time on really good foundational products that I've worked super hard to curate. And we have some incredible releases this year, everything from our Stoneworks gels to, we have a new paint coming out that I don't want to say too much right now, but it goes beyond these pigments that we talked about. We talked about micro, hyper, and nano, and this goes beyond that. Anyway, I don't want to announce that too soon, but wait until you see what it can do. So that's how we're going to plan our releases this year. It's because one reason, child, is working our team to death. It is literally working us to death to do 4 releases and a Halloween box and just all the things, because we put lots of thought and lots of work behind those releases. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take a little bit of top coat and we're going to seal this up, but we're only going to cure this for 10 seconds. This is going to act like a little pillow or it's going to create some lift, some separation between the back petals and the top petals I'm going to put on. You never knew how to use gemstone gels? Girl, now you do. Put you some in your order, honey. You didn't know, Rhonda? They're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. And the beautiful thing about these ones are they work really nicely with our liner gels. So you can, like if you don't have exactly the shade of blue that you want, but you know you want this undertone, pull the gemstone gel into sapphire and then pull your other shade of blue from your liner gel and mix them together. I love gemstone gel paints too. I'm with you, Amanda. Super, super flat, really pretty bold coverage with these. Full coverage on one coat for certain. Yes, because our formulas are made to work together, Jess. And that's one thing that when we work on a product is I have to make sure what we're bringing into inventory works with our other artwork items. All right, now we're going to go back in this white. Now right on top. Oh, and I think I'm going to come in that way. Just a couple petals there. Maybe an upper petal, kind of right in here. Here and here. Look how pretty that is. And let's cure. Now these petals that we just put on look whiter because we did the shading underneath there. That was the whole reason for putting the shading in. And this is why I can't use petal brush here, because these little petals get so tiny. I wouldn't be able to do that with petal brush. Girl. I'm telling you, that chrome keeps wanting to throw my camera off focus. Look how beautiful. In we go. And our one last nail that's got these 3 little petals at the back. And maybe here and here. Now the brush I'm using is in the brush sale. if you're getting brushes, is in the Personal Picasso. It's the buy one, get one half. And look, I used this in the watercolor class last night. If you're going to buy this, get you two of the same one, and then you'll have one for watercolors and one for your gel paints. Perfect time to do it where they're on sale. Let me get a drink of water. We're almost done. The only other thing we're going to need is some white whipped cream and a detail brush. 7mm, 9mm, a 12 would work for this if you have a 12. You could probably even use a 15. Megan says she's gonna go broke. She just placed an order and loaded your cart back up. Well, if the orders come in kind of close to each other, because the way the sale is running, we will combine those for you. Keith's trying to watch out and see, you know, whose order is coming in close if you have more than one for product. And if once we weigh it, like if you pay $10 in shipping and for both of them, and we weigh it and it's like, I don't know, $13, then we refund you the difference. So we're trying to pay attention to that as the orders come in. But if you got too much for one box, girl, it's still got to go in 2 boxes. Okay, we're just top coating this and we're going to cure, and then we're going to use just a little bit of white whipped cream, and these are done. These are beautiful. Laws has musky. And here. If I were doing this on press-ons, I would have this pretty much on every nail, because this floral would be beautiful where a French tip should be. All right, let's cure. I'm only going to cure that about 30 seconds. Get my whipped cream going, and the rest of that top coat will continue to cure then. Don't forget your little press and seal trick for your gel paints. I just opened these ones before I went live, so I got to put it on those. Any other questions on gemstone gel? Now, gemstone gel is not quite as self-leveling as what our gel paint, liner gel paints are. Because typically this is, you know, for artwork. Now I'm going to zoom you in here so you can see where I am putting the detail. Here we go, GGO. White whipped cream, 9mm. See these inner petals that we put on? We want to do those first. This petal is sitting behind that petal. Can you see that? That's because we laid that petal down first, and then we pulled that stroke up this way. So as we're doing our detail, we have to be sure we get it like that. So now I'm going to go here and I'm going to wiggle, 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 and then really let up on the pressure till it's like a hairline when I pull it off. I want the biggest part of my product deposit on the free edge of that petal. Okay, deposit and let up on the pressure. Pull, 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 pull. And now when I get here, I have to be very careful and stop that petal right there. So we're going to do these front petals first. Wiggle that brush and give it some irregularity. This one is behind. And this one.
Stamp with gemstone gels.
Can you stamp with gemstone gels? No, but you can color in your stamped image with it. You can only stamp with Velvet Touch or One Stroke gel paint. It stamps beautifully. All right, now I'm going to just pull in some little hairlines. Back down here, I'm pulling that hairline in where I deposited all of that color to start with. Girl. Child, look here. Look here. Now we're going to do the same thing to these back petals because just because they're underneath, they're already being shaded, but we still want to add the detail. Let up on the pressure, let up on the pressure. And notice how I'm giving that little petal some character. I didn't make her look as round as she looked with just the stroke. Now's the time to ask for your gemstone gel questions. Why you got me on here, honey, and we are focused on our gemstone gel. That little petal is on top, and now this one is under the bottom. Okay, and now just pull down those little hairlines this way into the flower, into the direction of the floral.
Crystal said, can you use it for stonework?
Can you use gemstone for stonework? You can. Sure can. I believe, Cynthia, are you watching? Is Cynthia watching? I don't know if I saw her pop on or not. I thought I saw someplace I want to clean up.
Yes, she is.
Did we use gemstone gel when I came to Phoenix? I thought we used our gemstone gel for our amethyst nails that we did. I believe we did. Tammy says yes. Look here, child. Girl. Now let me show you. Because here's one with the detail and here's one without the detail. And because I'm extra, I'm going to put just a little bit more detail. Wait a second. Ooh, let's pour this in right here. Oh, and maybe we pull her this way. And we go right up into here. This one we piggyback. We just open this up a little bit. And another piggyback. And one more piggyback. Look at those chromes under that surface. It's just doing something to this. They're so beautiful. About right there. And now down in here where that center got dark, it takes a lot of practice to make dots with a brush tip, but you can do it. Dot, 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 dot. Just some little scattered, irregular dots of our floral. And now that one's ready for a full cure. Let's do this one. Set the brush down and now let up on the pressure. It gives it so much dimension. It makes the highlight of the petal pop. Now, in case you didn't know, I don't know if I've told you this or not, Hillary and I are working on, so you know, Facebook is taking down all of our live videos after 30 days. And in the app, they'll stay on the app, but they're just a little bit tricky to find in the app. So when we started 2026, we're uploading all of our lives from the app to our YouTube channel. Let's see, what Sunday's video is already on the YouTube channel. So it'll be easy to search what you're looking for. Hillary's got some playlists already going over there. We're just trying to get it organized a bit more. So make it user-friendly for y'all that are looking for something. How's that sound? And right over here. Here. Just be real careful when you're putting your little line work in that you don't get it too much. Too wide, I guess I should say. Keep it real tight and real skinny. Here's that little floral. And since we added something extra to the other one, let's add it here too. Look at that chrome and foil. Let's go here. Oh, she's pretty there. Let's put the other one. Well, let's make her a long neck. Let's go down this way and pull up into there. And then I want to open up this stroke with a piggyback stroke. Girl, don't touch the other one. Child. Now look, the scroll work class is in the sale. The tie-dye scroll work class. Oh, child. That's a good class. And let's do, right here where that little line tried to break, let's do a dot and a dot. Right there. Jess says it's an amazing class. It is one of the best scroll work classes that I have. Right there it is. So you can choose that class and another class, and whichever one is the lowest price, you get half off of. Okay, let's go with this one. If you're grabbing classes, do y'all mind putting your classes on a separate order? Just to be sure, when you have a class with product, not to say it doesn't download to your portal, but sometimes there's a little bit of confusion when a digital product tries to send to your student portal with physical products that have to be shipped. So put your classes on a separate order to ensure that they come right to your student portal. Thank you. And here we go. A little bit here. And now let's just kind of pull those little lines through. This is harder to do on matte top coat because your brush wants to drag. So if you want to matte this, be sure you glossify it first to get your detail on. Then you can go back and matte it. Just remember, if you're matting it, you're going to lose all this chrome beauty that's underneath here. How am I doing on time? I don't have my watch on, so I don't even know if I've gone over or not. You don't mind if I go over? Okay. Okay. And now pull this in. Look, let's go ahead and Sunday night, let's go ahead and do this press-on nail video. I don't wear press-on nails all the time. I prefer rubber base. But I wanted to put these on a couple of weeks ago just so you could see the longevity of them. And you can pre-design your press-on nail as well. Like if you know you're really good at art, go ahead and get this artwork on your press-on nail before you ever put it on. And they're done, honey, right? It does look like a fairy nail, doesn't it? Now, if you are new to joining Beetlebox, Nail Art Toolbox, y'all, you go ahead, just have to bear with me. If you're new to joining Nail Art Toolbox, there are 3 boxes that you can choose. You can just get the product box, which a lot of people do that. Nothing wrong with that. You get a beautiful selection of product. However, if you want the VIP box, you get that same box of product and you get a 5-part class in the VIP group. Sometimes it's 5 different classes. Recently, I've tried to take a full set of nails with a little bit more intricate artwork and break that down into 5 separate classes. And the 5th class being how to make a full set of nails look cohesive, whether it's on a human or press on, it doesn't really matter. It's how to make all of that work together. Also, VIP members get 4 free shipping codes a month, and they get exclusive discount codes. So like when our next release happens, they know several days ahead of time, and they can pre-shop that release before it comes out on our website. And they always get a discount coupon to pre-shop our releases. That one is $99 a month. If you want Celebrity, that's the top tier. You get everything. You get the box. You get all of VIP perks. And then the Celebrity box has a whole different Beetle box. They get 2 Beetle boxes, actually. They get the product box that everybody else is getting, and they get a second box that their class is tailored around. So everything that's in the boxes is curated for the classes. Even VIP. And Celebrity, those projects are harder now. Celebrity is top tier, elite, advanced level. VIP, I try to tailor VIP to more behind the chair. Because, you know, that's tricky. Sometimes we get hung up on a glitter nail and we need just a little something more behind the chair. So just remember that. VIP is more behind the chair, and Celebrity is very, very elite, advanced work. And it's $199 a month. All we ask is if you're a new subscriber to commit to 3 months. That's over on the website, because I order, now I order between 4 and 6 months of Beetlebox together, but I always have 3 months of Beetlebox on order. So that just kind of gives me an idea of how many I need to include in the order process. The Personal Picasso sale is good through Sunday. Look at this. How incredibly beautiful. You was thinking of doing Chelsea, or Chelsea's thinking of doing Celebrity. Yep, you can give it a try. You can give it a try for 3 months. If you don't like it and you decide hey, I like this, but I just want the product box, you can downgrade it to just your product. Or if you find you need salon nail art more, you can go down to VIP. But yeah, the classes are definitely harder up in the celebrity group. You need a little bit of experience behind your belt to come into that celebrity. And celebrity, their perks are, they get all the perks of VIP. Plus, once you have completed 9 consecutive months of classes in there, 9 classes, any 9 classes, it doesn't matter, you earn your sterling silver ladybug charm. I've got several that's earned that already. Once you complete, I forget how many classes it is for the next tier, you get your 14 karat gold ladybug. And then the top tier, don't hold me to it, I believe it's a diamond ladybug. Is it, Amanda? Or is it I can't remember. Anyway, it's a charm that you can add to your charm bracelet if you would like. Amanda loves being in celebrity. Amanda completes every class that's in celebrity. Every class. And usually every class it's in VIP. Because if you subscribe to celebrity, you're getting 6 courses. Shannon, is that from previous VIP courses? Can you clarify? Not really sure what that question means. Your charms you earn are in celebrity only, not VIP. The celebrity is $199 a month. Deborah Solar has earned her sterling silver ladybug. I can't wait till those get here. I think they're being delivered tomorrow. Look here, y'all. And all you have to do is complete the project and post your photograph in the group under I'll post the master photo and you just post your finished photo in the comments of that is how I keep track of it. Aren't these beautiful? I told you gemstone gel paints do not get enough traffic. Look at this. It's stunning. Wait till I put this on my TikTok, honey. All right, let me show you the colors I used in case you want to grab these in the sale. Just line these up here. Again, this white is super for French manis. And look, I don't paint any French manis. I stamp all of my French manis by putting this on a stamper and stamping it to the nail. So we've got amethyst, jade, white, and sapphire are the colors that I used on these tonight. Amethyst, jade, white, sapphire. In the personal Picasso sale, if you buy one, you get 150% off. But now let me caution you, if you're going to load up your cart with all kind of stuff, honey, and you've got 2 gel paints, and then you got 2 of something else in the sale that's less than these are, cost less, the 50% is going to come off these items and not these items. The 50% is off the lowest items in your cart. So I encourage you, there's education, there's brushes, and there's all kinds of paints in this sale. I would put them on separate orders so you can maximize your discount there. Okay, so put your gel paints all on a different order. That's the 4 gel paints. The brush I used that y'all are loving is the mini 3D brush. I also used this in my watercolor last night. Then I used 9mm, which we are sold completely out of. We do have this in the pinpoint. If you don't mind a different handle on it, we do have that. The chromes I used tonight are Sleigh Ride and Decuklaws. Yes, the VIP boxes and celebrity boxes the products are different in each of those, and you get both of those if you subscribe to celebrity. It's all written out online. You can go over there and read. What else did I use? A little foil gel, and a little whipped cream. Yep, it's on the website under Nail Art Toolbox. Keith, can you link that real quick for them? Nail Art Toolbox. I've already changed it on the website. But because we have no photos of a Nail Art Toolbox just yet, the photos that are over there are of previous beetle boxes. So just bear with us on that. We got to wait till we get some pictures, honey. Aren't these beautiful? Y'all go try these. Lord. You got to tag me when you do. Are there any questions on gemstone gel? You can use this for line work. This paint's beautiful plaid. The lines stay nice and tight on that and don't spread and move like gel polish does. You can color in, like if you paint cartoon, you can color that in. What else? This is just an all-around really good signature, highly pigmented gel paint that you can have in your salon area. Are you able to link that, Keith?
No, I can't find it.
It may not link to the live because it's a subscription. Can you use gem cells in the one-stroke paints? Kathleen, can you clarify, love? Maybe you mean gemstones? Gemstones? Does all billing for toolboxes happen on the 1st? Yes. Our Nail Art Toolbox and Beetle Box, previous Beetle Box, is managed by a third party. We don't do any in-house billing. The third party does all the billing of that. So all we ask is that if you want to come out of the Nail Art Toolbox at any time, we got to have a 10-day heads up, because by the time we let the third-party billing know, sometimes it's too close to the date and we can't pull you out of there. You're already in that billing queue. People that message us the night before it's going to bill and say, hey, can you cancel our subscription? No, girl, we can't. We can't get you out of the billing queue. Okay. Gemstone gel. Oh, can she mix gemstone gels in one stroke? What would you be mixing it for? For more colors with this technique? I would say no, because one-stroke gel paints are so highly pigmented. I feel like even mixing it with this, they would still not cure all the way. So I would say no. The only thing that we ever mix with our gemstone or our one-stroke paints is clear. And that's because it thins out the opacity of that gel. So I'm going to say no. You could try it, but I feel like you would get wrinkling and premature peeling of that product. You can mix these with the liner gels. Yes, and all those liner gels are in the sale, y'all. Our Queen Ladybug liners. You can mix, we have 36 colors of these, and any 36 can be mixed with these 12. See, we're sold out of the black in this, but we have black in this. Okay. So if you want to make more colors, I would suggest mixing it with these, Kathleen. I would feel better about that not fully curing. It would fully cure because the consistencies are super close together in these two. Yeah. Any other questions on gemstone gels? Now look, it only takes a little bit. So, and you know, once it's on that palette, you can't put it back in the jar because you've contaminated the product once you take it out. So start with a tiny amount so you can stretch these and really get a lot of shelf life out of them. I would not store these sitting up on a shelf. They need to sit flat. Keep them in a drawer, keep them someplace dark so that you don't have any curing of that product, or keep them away from heat, no direct sunlight, that kind of stuff. And these will last you a long, long time. Now, once in a while, you will see settling of your product if you haven't used it in a while. And that's where this little lady comes in handy. A spatula, just stir it up. and mix that up in there again once in a while. Any other questions? If no, I'm going to leave and I will see y'all tomorrow night. Our personal Picasso sale continues. And tomorrow night, I am highlighting our liner gels right here. We have 36 colors of these, and I'm going to show you some really cool ways to use these gel liners. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.